So one of the biggest streamers in the world by the name of Adin Ross has been gone from the streaming world for nearly 2 months now, and this is the longest he's ever went without streaming. But the problem with him taking this major break is nobody really knows where he's at, nobody knows what happens to him, and the last thing that we heard from Adin Ross was a tweet stating that he was about to go into surgery. So the big question remains, what really happened to Adin Ross? Well, that's what we're here to talk about, so if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the Trap House with the biggest trapper. And while you're at it, don't forget to click that very first link down below in my description to join my Discord server and become an official member of the community. Now with all of that being said, let's get into what happened to Adin Ross. Okay, so as many of you know already, Adin Ross is one of the biggest streamers in the world. He would really rise to fame in the year 2020, and he had a lot of viral moments throughout the year as well to help boost his career drastically. His most notable moment from the year 2020 is probably his pinned tweet on Twitter, which is the moment he talked to LeBron James.
It's LeBron?
He said, is this LeBron?
Yo, first of all, I gotta say, gigantic fan. I love you.
Nah, it's all respect, man. I appreciate it, man.
And look,
it. Showing love and respect to me and my son.
We swept them, and we did it for Cleveland.
I love it.
And this moment came after Adin Ross would win a very big 2K wager while playing with LeBron James' son and also the newest member of the Los Angeles Lakers, Bronny James. And this would spark a generational run for Adin Ross because after this moment he would continue collabing with other big creators such as Karina, and I'd say that whole saga also furthered his career all the way up until the point where he moved to LA and he began doing streams with other people who were outside of the content world such as rappers. And all of these things that he was doing at the time would ultimately just help him go viral and end up becoming the biggest streamer in the world at one point. And like all great things in life, they usually don't last forever. So as time began moving on, Adin Ross would begin declining a little bit. Now, he's still one of the biggest streamers in the world, but I think we all can agree that Adin Ross is nowhere near the streamer that he was in 2020 or 2021. But there's also a lot of factors that played into this decline. Now, he's admitted multiple times that he was sipping lean, and you've probably heard rappers rap about lean before, but if you don't know what it is, it's basically a very powerful that comes in the form of like cough syrup. And for a while he was saying that he's been able to quit and he kicked the cup and he wasn't sipping no more. But recently some pictures would hit the internet of some of Adin Ross' closest friends and the people he's around the most. And then the pictures that hit the internet, these people had like cups in their hand. So this would lead to some of Adin Ross's fans genuinely believing that Adin Ross was back sipping lean, and many people began to speculate this was the reason for his departure.
Good times, good memory. Shout out Adin, bro. Shout out Adin. Come back to streaming, bro. Come back, man. Come back to streaming, gang. Stop stopping. Get off the lean. Come back to streaming, bro.
He even started like his own little boxing event things that was going on, and that was a very big thing for the few months that he had it, up until the point where he would get into an entire beef with KSI over this boxing event. And this entire beef will ultimately lead to Adin Ross getting his entire boxing event shut down by the boxing commission in Florida. Now once all of this began to happen with the boxing getting shut down and things like that, this is what I really believe started to like take a toll on Adin Ross, because obviously this was like one of his biggest events. He loved doing it. It was working out well for not only Adin Ross but for the entire Kick streaming platform as well. This was something that he really took pride in, but after it got shut down, it was kind of like he was left with nothing really to do. And this would lead to him doing like more relaxed, chill, like just regular desktop streams. And these are the types of streams that like his community really doesn't like. They call it boring, whatever the case may be. And this eventually would start taking a toll on Adin Ross. Like he would take a very short break from streaming, like probably like 2 or 3 days without going live. And when Adin Ross doesn't go live, his community just completely goes crazy. Like they start doxing him, they start doing everything. Like it's actually wild what happens when he doesn't stream. And that will all end up just going extremely too far one day for Adin Ross. He ended up completely deleting his Twitter account, which at the time had like 90,000 members. It has over 100,000 now, but that's not the point.
You're soft and I'm soft, bro. I'm soft. I need you for once in your guys' lives to try to take me serious, because I'm only gonna have this talk with you guys once. That community is forever deleted. I'm never gonna bring it back. It's just a bunch of parasocial bullshit, bro. And I stood up for myself and I stood up for people around me, and that's that.
And he would end up deleting the community, but after realizing how important that Twitter community was to not only him but to the entire Kick platform as well, he would end up contacting Twitter to get the community reinstated. And for a while things just went back to normal. He was doing regular streams with his friends like he always does. up until the point where Adin Ross would spark a stream and announce that he had fired everyone on his entire team. And once Adin Ross announced this would leave everybody a bit confused because he fired his personal trainer who he's been doing a great job with and getting his body right and everything like that. He also fired his manager and assistant who also seemed to be doing pretty good at their jobs as well. So this was just very confusing to everyone, and Adin Ross never really gave much insight as to why he fired any of these people. He never really spoke on any of the situations, but he did mention at one point that he couldn't really speak on those people at all, which led people to believe that these people were actually suing Adin. Now this really wasn't a stretch for people to believe that these people were suing him, because this isn't the first time that Adin Ross has mentioned that he was being sued by former members of his team or former friends and everything like that. But after firing all of these people around him, it became obvious that Adin Ross's content was actually taking a hit from this. And this would all lead up to May 25th, 2024, which would be Adin Ross's last stream. Now, nothing major really happened during this stream or anything bad, at least publicly happened, but after this date, no one has seen him on the internet since this day, and this began to spark questions of where Adin Ross has been. And Adin Ross was even scheduled back on May 29th to do a stream with the Fresh and Fit podcast, which is also like another controversial podcast, but that's besides the point. Him and Charleston White was supposed to go on here, and they ended up not showing up. But according to some rumors, they never showed up because Charleston White ended up missing his flight. But I will say it is kind of suspicious that Adin didn't show up, because as of now, that was really like the last time the public has really heard from Adin Ross. And this was up until the point of June 8th, 2024, where Adin Ross would put out an official tweet on his burner account. And this tweet read, "Hey guys, about to undergo surgery very soon. I'll keep everyone updated. I love you guys." And there was never any clarification or anything of what this surgery was for. None of his friends ever stated what this surgery was for. It's been kept very private, so nobody really officially knows what this surgery was meant for. But in the past, Adin Ross has been talking about getting his veneers redone, so there's been rumors circulating thinking that this surgery has something to do with like his teeth to get some new veneers. And like I just stated, nobody really knows what the real cause is, so just keep in mind that all of this is just an assumption. But after June 8th, Adin Ross would once again go missing, and nobody would hear from him again. A few of Adin Ross's friends has been very active with their streaming and things like that, and this is really a surprise because as we all know, when Adin is like active in streaming, none of his friends are really that active besides like one. And people have been asking his friends who stream like, where's Adin Ross? What's wrong with him? When is Adin coming back? And each of his friends would kind of get the same response, saying that Adin Ross is going to be back soon.
He's returning with a big stream, okay, chat? When? I really don't know a date, I'm gonna be honest, but bro, like super soon. Just
when is Adin Ross back? He should be back. I don't know. He should be back relatively soon. I talked to him recently. I think he'll be back soon.
And comments like that from his friends would be the only real updates we really got about Adin for a very long time. Up until the point of June 18th, where some rappers were spotted in Adin Ross's warehouse playing basketball and working out. And these rappers were V's and Rallo Rodriguez. And if you don't know, the two of these rappers are closely affiliated with another big rapper that goes by the name of Lil Baby. And people were speculating that Lil Baby was there as well because pictures of Lil Baby's Cybertruck inside of Adin Ross's warehouse started hitting the internet. And there will also be a video posted of V's and Rallo Rodriguez playing basketball inside of Adin's warehouse. And the Adin loyals are such like detectives that they managed to play this video frame by frame and even managed to get this low quality screenshot of what people think to be Adin Ross sitting inside a room in the warehouse. And it would be later confirmed that Lil Baby was in fact at the Brand Risk warehouse after Convy, one of Adin Ross's close friends who's also a streamer, posted some pictures with him and the other rappers. And this led people to get a little excited because people thought that we were going to get some big return stream soon featuring Adin Ross and Lil Baby, because what other reason would Lil Baby and Adin Ross even be hanging together in the first place, especially while Adin Ross isn't streaming? But this definitely ended up sparking a bit of speculation, but it will all end up dying down once again because Adin Ross still wouldn't return to the internet and end up disappearing again with no more updates. And this just led to more creators talking about Adin, including FaZe Banks replying to a fan in the Adin loyals community. And the fan would tell FaZe Banks that it would be lit if Adin stayed with FaZe again like in the prime Adin days. And to that tweet, FaZe Banks would reply, "We bringing him to LA soon. Don't worry, I got you guys." Now, if any of you don't know, when Adin Ross first went to LA, like when he first started blowing up back in 2021, he was closely affiliated with FaZe Clan. Like I think he had a FaZe chain and all. So maybe if Adin Ross could get around FaZe again, maybe he'll get motivated to get back active and consistent. But other than that, there really hasn't been much. We may be close to an Adin Ross return stream because according to one of his Adin updates pages, Adin Ross would allegedly DM one of his updates page, and the DMs read, "I'm coming back better than ever, man, I promise." Now, I don't know how real this screenshot is. You guys know that these streamer fan pages and updates pages be faking a lot of things just for engagement and everything like that. So it could very much be engagement bait, or Adin Ross could be on the way back. But at this point, we don't really know what's happened to Adin Ross. We don't know where he's been. We don't know where he's went. All we know is that he's been gone for over a month now, and it's been the longest he's went without streaming since his entire blow up. So maybe Adin Ross is taking this break just because he's over the internet and streaming in general. Maybe he just needed a break, or maybe he's planning to come out with something that we've never seen before and have his biggest streams ever. We don't really know what Adin Ross is doing. I don't know what Adin Ross is doing, but I love to hear you guys' opinion on what y'all think Adin Ross is doing, because you guys know the only opinions that really matter to me is y'all. And while you're at it, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join me on my journey to 2,000 subscribers. And while you're at it, don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, be sure to give me a thumbs down. Any feedback is good feedback to me. And as always, I appreciate all of the love and support, and I'll catch you boys and girls in the next banger, man.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.